Good afternoon and welcome to Sunnyvale, California for the 2013 ASA and USA 16 and under National Championship game. What a game it's going to be between the Atlanta Vipers and the Lady Magic. Hi again, everybody. My name is Justin Allegri. Glad you could join me this afternoon. What a beautiful day it is for some softball. These two teams have had a long route to get to this national championship game, but they're both here. The Atlanta Vipers, they are undefeated in this tournament, and they beat the Lady Magic earlier today to send the Lady Magic into the losers bracket, and they ultimately won their way back into this championship game. But earlier today, it was an 18-3 victory the Vipers had over the Lady Magic. The home team for this one will be the Lady Magic from Sacramento, California, and the Atlanta Vipers will be batting first in this inning. Leading things off for them will be the center fielder, Lydia Witkowski, batting second, Megan Rude. Sierra Maddox follows up third. That's the 1-2-3 hitters due up here in the top of the first inning. On the mound for the Lady Magic is Bridget Rainey. It's Emily Ostrike on the mound for the Magic. First pitch of the game off the outside. We're underway here from Twin Creeks Sports Complex. There you see Emily Ostrike. This Magic team really had to battle to get into this championship game after losing earlier today. The 1-0 pitch catches the outside for a called strike. 1-1 the count now to Lydia Witkowski. Center fielder batting left-handed. And the 1-1 offering. Changeup in the dirt. An easy take there for Witkowski. And it is ball two. Rest of the batting lineup, Taylor Kelly will bat fourth. Morgan Bell, the fifth place hitter. Reagan Morgan batting sixth as the next pitch off the outside again. 3-1. Carly Kaler will be the seventh place hitter. Lane Simmons batting eighth. And rounding out the order will be Rachel Jarvis. Ostrike delivers, and a swing and a flare out over the shortstop's head into left field, a base hit. And that's how things get started for the Atlanta Vipers here on the top of the first inning. Leadoff base hit. Here you see the walk-up swing and just flaring it over the shortstop Megan Rude into left field. This is a team that, for the tournament, has batted .421. Some astounding numbers offensively for the Atlanta Vipers. 20 home runs, 104 runs scored overall. Another left-handed hitter now batting. Shows bunt, but Megan Rude takes off the outside for a ball. Defensively for the Lady Magic, it is Zoe Conley in left field. Another bunt shown here, and the pitch from Ostrike off the outside once again. Kristen McHugh in center. Kaylin Minite in right field. Taylor Pack, the third baseman. Jordan Fines, the shortstop. That's the left side of the infield. Mel Bakay at second base. And the first baseman is Taylor Kelly. Catching is Bailey Lewis, and there is a strike. 1-2 with a runner at first base. Top of the first inning. Just underway. Emily Ostrike ready to throw. Here it is. Off the outside. That's where the location was. She put it right there. Kind of a teaser pitch. Not something that Megan Rude could really do all that much with. But it'll even the count at 2-2. Here it comes now with a runner going off the outside, ball three, throw down to second, not in time. Lydia Witkowski steals second base. Got a pretty good jump, not a bad throw either, just a great jump, and the speed from Witkowski got her into second base. And now out there for Megan Rude with a full count. Here's the payoff pitch and a check swing down the third baseline, just foul. Taylor Pack reached out for that, and she was in front of the third base bag. Didn't touch it before it went foul down the line. And that was a close call. Just sliced its way away from the third base bag. Almost made contact with the bag. Count remains full. Here it is again, and it's outside. Ball four with the fastball. So trouble brewing for the Lady Magic. First two runners are on for the Vipers. And the thump in the order is coming up. Sierra Maddox the third place hitter. Steps out and takes some signs. Witkowski at second, Rude at first. First pitch showing bunt, bunted down the third base line, fielded cleanly by Taylor Pack, throws on to first to record the out. So a successful sacrifice bunt, and you couldn't have done it much better than Sierra Maddox just did. Moving both runners up, and now the cleanup hitter will have an opportunity to drive in a couple of runs here in the top of the first inning. Ostrike to the plate, and again off the inside. Not really able to establish the strike zone quite yet is Emily Ostrike. She's been around the plate, gotten some close calls. Still working here in the first. Now this pitch goes over the top of the catcher's head to the backstop, and that'll allow a run to score. Glancing off of the glove of Bailey Lewis. And great anticipation from Taylor Kelly, seeing it all the way. There's not much room behind home plate here. But Witkowski able to score. Kelly got out of the way, and now still with count leverage, trying to drive in a second run. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off and to the right. It started with a single from Witkowski, and then Rude followed with a walk after Witkowski stole second base. Sacrifice bunt moved both of those runners over. Now a wild pitch allows one to score. Another swing and a pop-up this time into foul territory over on the first base line. Karen Lee will make the catch. And that is the second out of the inning.
And we're back now, batting for the Lady Vipers, number 9, Morgan Bell.
Would have been foul, but made the grab, alertly got it back. And now the first pitch to Morgan Bell. Takes a good rip at it, but fouls it straight back. I don't think these Atlanta Vipers hitters came to fool around. They're just swinging at any strike they can see right now. That was a good aggressive look from Morgan Bell. 2 gone, 1 run in. Top of the first inning in this championship game. Now the Lady Magic would need to win this game and then another game against the Atlanta Vipers in order to win the championship. Vipers just need the 1 win. Here's a changeup that misses high and outside. Brings the count to 1-1. And now a fastball swung on and missed, strike 2. That was basically just a challenge pitch from Emily Ostrike and blew it right past Morgan Bell. Bell very far, as you can see right there, up in the box. And now another fastball outside. 2-2. Outfield played straight away. 5th place hitter Morgan Bell, the third baseman. And another swing and a foul straight back. Count remains at 2-2. On deck is Regan Morgan, would be next should Bell extend the inning. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. Ball was dropped by the catcher, Bailey Lewis, so she'll throw down to first to complete the strikeout. But 1 run does come across on 1 hit. Good sacrifice bunt by Sierra Maddox. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Atlanta Vipers here in the championship game.
I was at a fire department training, and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor, and he saved my life.
Welcome back to Sunnyvale. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 the score. Atlanta Vipers got a run across in the top of the first and now go out. And we'll see the first time The offense for the Lady Magic, their starting lineup will go as follows, as announced by their head coach, Rick Havey. Jordan Fines will lead things off. Mel Bakay will bat second. Kristen McHugh will be the third place hitter. Taylor Pack will be the cleanup hitter. Riley Carlier will bat fifth. In the sixth spot in the order, Kaylin Minity. Zoe Connolly, the seventh place hitter. And the eighth spot in the order will be Emily Ostrike. And rounding out the lineup for the Lady Magic will be Bailey Lewis. On the mound this afternoon is Bridget Rainey, a left-handed thrower for the Atlanta Vipers.
Magic number 16, Jordan Fines.
And Jordan Fines will stand in, lefty-on-lefty matchup to start the bottom of the first inning. Right on top of the plate is Jordan Fines, and the shortstop stands in. First pitch looked like a breaking ball off the outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Big presence on the mound for this Atlanta Vipers team. It's a tall, lanky left-handed thrower, and another pitch doesn't get the call. 2-0 now. Fines waits. Here it comes, and that does catch the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Home plate umpire Mark Maciel for this afternoon's game. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. That was a good pitch to hit there, and Jordan Fines came up empty. Exploding fastball over the outside portion of the plate. And Bridget Rainey, after falling behind 2-0, has now battled back to even the count. Here's a changeup, swung on and missed, strike 3. Good mix of speeds there, and Jordan Fines goes down. Bridget Rainey gets her first strikeout of the afternoon.
Now batting for the Lady Magic, number 22, Melanie Bakay.
See her really pull the string on that changeup, and it dove down in the zone as well. Lots of mix and speed there, really threw Jordan Fines off balance. And now it is the second baseman, Mel Bakay, taking outside. The defense lines up for the Atlanta Vipers. Rachel Jarvis is in left field. Lydia Wachowski, who scored the run in the first, is in center field. Carly Kaler in right. And now a bunt is shown. It's bunted out in front of home plate. Pouncing on it is Lane Simmons. Throw to first is not in time. A bunt single for Mel Bakay. Laid it down, didn't get much spin off of or movement off of it. And when Bakay hit the bag, it looked like she was shaken up. Initially, I thought that ball was going to roll down the third base line a little bit more. It almost checked up and came back toward Lane Simmons, the catcher. And the first pitch to the left-handed hitting Kristen McHugh is up and away for a ball. So Bakay is at first on the infield bunt single. Rest of the defense is the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and chopped over the first baseman, Taylor Kelly, down the right field line. Misplayed there, and now a run will come across as a result of it. Heading her way to third is Kristen McHugh, and she is in there with a slide. Well, at the very least, Bakay was going to be able to go first to third. A high chopper over the first baseman's head, and there's the misplay right there. Went down to a knee, it caromed away, and then it was an easy score for Mel Bakay. And that'll tie this game up 1-1. Kristen McHugh made it all the way to third base. It'll be, I would imagine, a single with an error to allow that run score. First pitch to Taylor Pack is a called strike. Cleanup hitter and the third baseman. Fastball dealt high. Was misplayed out in right field by Carly Kaler. She did a good job hustling back to it because Kristen McHugh has some wheels. She didn't get back there in time. There was an opportunity for her to try and make it all the way home. 1-1. And that was a curveball that just missed inside. Going over the rest of the defensive alignment for this Vipers team. Morgan Bell at third, Megan Root at shortstop. Reagan Morgan, the second baseman, Taylor Kelly at first. Lane Simmons catching. Bridget Rainey into the windup and throws. And it is popped up foul down the first base line. It'll drift out of play. Evens the count at 2 apiece. So now both teams have scored 1 run in the first inning. The Lady Magic trying to get another one on the scoreboard with a great opportunity runner at third and 1 out. Pack taking her time. Now steps in. Slightly open stance. Here it comes to her. And that pitch is outside. Really trying to paint the corners to these Magic hitters is Bridget Rainey. A lot of outside corner fastballs she's been throwing. Really hasn't challenged too many hitters inside yet. But now with the full count, she throws, and it is down low. That time off the inside. And a first walk issued from Bridget Rainey. She did have that base to work with. It does set up a force play. Hard hit ball could be a double play. But it is Riley Carlier who's the designated player in this lineup and the 5th place hitter with runners at the corners. The first pitch is a drop ball that sinks just low. It's a high stress inning now for Bridget Rainey. Really had to work against these Magic hitters. Another fastball that time. Again, low and outside. Rainey takes a little walk. Tries to reset herself after a 1-out walk with a runner at third. She's gone 2-0 now to Riley Carlier. Carlier can just sit on a pitch now. 2-0, and she does, and she swings and pops it up into foul territory, and that'll make it into the second row of seats just near the first base dugout. Got a good pitch to hit. I don't think that was the pitch she was waiting on, though. It looked like it was an off-speed pitch over the outer portion. Not something that you'd be sitting on a 2-0. But a confidence pitch from Bridget Rainey. Runner at third is Kristen McHugh. Runner at first is Taylor Pack. And the 2-1 is swung on and tapped foul off the third base line. Give credit to Bridget Rainey as she's fallen behind a few hitters in this inning. She fell behind to Jordan Fines, the leadoff hitter, 2-0. Battled back and got that strikeout. Now again, she fell behind 2-0. Now she sees herself in a 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. Behind second base, the right fielder, Carly Kaler, coming in to make the catch, and she does. Throws home, and it throws over the top of Lane Simmons. But how about the job from Bridget Rainey backing up the play and not allowing for another run to come across. However, that throw did allow Taylor Pack to tag from first and take second base.
Now batting number 9, Kaylin Minity.
Lots of things going on in that play. There was no one to cut the ball off on the infield from Carly Kerr, so she really did need to get it home. Not allow that run to come across, but in doing so, it takes away that force play out at second base. Kaylin Minity, who is the 6th place hitter, takes a first pitch ball. And Now a swing and a slow roller foul. On deck is Zoe Conley, who was the winning pitcher in the game that was just played before this one. Was the game that decided the losers bracket winner. And the Magic won that one 4-1. And now a curveball swung on and missed by Minity. Right over the top of that break. Went toward her back foot. Really difficult pitch to try and square up. And an even more difficult pitch to take. Minity in a hole now. The 1-2 swung on and softly hit to the first baseman, Taylor Kelly. Hauls it in for the third out of the inning. But not before another run comes across and ties this game up. 1-1 the score on a couple of hits and an error. And we will go to the second inning here from Sunnyvale.
Vipers, number 10, Reagan.
1-1 the score in the championship game. Both teams scoring a run in the first inning. Tons of fans in attendance. Perfect afternoon to watch some softball. Back to action is Emily Ostrike, and she will throw to Regan Morgan. It is Morgan, Kaler, and Simmons due up here in the top of the second inning. Another pitch outside, 2-0. Reagan Morgan, the second baseman in this game. Where's that guard on her right arm, just because she's right on top of the plate. And she takes outside again, that time for a called strike. Really challenges pitchers when you do something like that as a hitter, to test you inside. And she is as far as she can be on that home plate or on that chalk line. Walks up and slaps it foul. Out of play off into the left. Count goes to 2-2. These two teams have had a long path to get to this championship game. 9 full days. Here's a hard hit grounder to the shortstop. To her right is Jordan Fines. Long throw to first, not in time. And beating it out is Morgan. She'll be on first base with an infield single. Second time that the Atlanta Vipers have had their leadoff hitter on. As soon as it cut past Taylor Pack, the third baseman, it was going to be a tough play regardless for Jordan Fines to try and make. And she was out of the box quickly. And with that speed, even if it was cleanly fielded like it was, it's a tough play for any infielder. So Morgan at first. Here's a high drive to deep center field. Going back is McHugh. Still going back. It's gone. And the 7th place hitter in the order, Carly Kaler, hits the 21st home run of the tournament for the Vipers and makes it a 3-1 game. That ball was hammered to center field. Got an elevated fastball and did not miss it. Backspin that thing right out of here with plenty to spare.
Now batting number 14.
And it's now a 3-1 game. That just is a testament to this lineup and how potent this lineup can be. When your 7th place hitter is crushing balls like that, you know you've done something right with the lineup. So Lane Simmons now will come to the plate, the catcher hitting 8th. That fires up the Atlanta Vipers dugout too. Here's Simmons, first pitch inside for a ball. Third baseman Taylor Pack guarding the line. Ostrike to the plate, and that does catch the inside corner. 1-1 now. This is a Lady Magic team that scored 18 runs earlier this morning, or excuse me, gave up 18 runs to this very same team. Here's another high fly ball, this time off the end of the bat, and Kristen McHugh will make the catch in center field, moving over to her right.
Now batting number 29,
But
Rachel Jarvis.
this is a Vipers team that scored 18 this morning. They scored 21 runs in a game on Saturday. And multiple other games in which they've put up some big numbers. Rachel Jarvis now stands in, the left fielder, and she'll take a belt-high strike. Changeup bounces in front of home plate. Easy take for Jarvis. And off-speed pitch really hasn't been there for Emily Ostrike in this game. The 2-0 is hammered into center field, but right at Kristen McHugh, who again makes the move to her right and grabs it for the second out. This game is being brought to you by the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMP doctor today. Justin Allegri with you from Sunnyvale in the championship game. 3-1 the score. Atlanta Vipers with the lead over the Lady Magic out of Sacramento. Back to the top of the order we go. Lydia Witkowski, who singled to start off this game and scored the first of the 3 runs for the Vipers. Takes a couple balls and now a called strike. Witkowski in that first inning, she singled and then stole second base. Was eventually moved to third on a sacrifice bunt by Sierra Maddox and then scored on a wild pitch, now a slap foul. And the way both of these teams started off their first innings, you thought maybe there would be another chance for them to score more than just the 1 run. But both had to settle for the 1. Left-handed hitter, ooh, takes just outside. And there's ball 3. That'll bring the count full. It's all or nothing for the Lady Magic in this game. They really had to persevere through a lot of tough situations in the game before this. And now the payoff pitch swung on and grounded right back up the middle, through into center field, a base hit. And Lydia Witkowski is 2 for 2. Didn't try to do too much with it. Took what she was given. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, at least it sounded like it. But punched it right back up the middle. And now Megan Root, another left-handed bat. First pitch to her, she squared around to, or shortened up to show bunt, but took a ball. And with the 2 outs, she's thinking bunt single all the way. Now Todd Jennings talking with her along the third base line as Bailey Lewis went out to chat with Emily Ostrike, the pitcher. Megan Root walked in her first plate appearance, and now slaps one down the third base line. To her left as Taylor Pack makes the play, throws to first in time to end the inning. But 2 runs come across on 3 hits, and the big fly from Carly Kaler makes it a 3-1 lead for the Atlanta Vipers going in to the bottom of the second inning.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change. Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back to the 2013 ASA USA 16 Under National Championship game. 3-1 the score. Atlanta with a home run in the top of the second inning to extend that lead. It was 1-1 going into that one. There you see 4 hits for him, an error. And we move to the bottom of the second inning, lower third of the Lady Magic lineup due up in this inning. Zoe Conley, Emily Ostrike, and Bailey Lewis, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
Now batting for the Lady Magic.
Infield huddling
14,
around Bridget
Zoe
Rainey.
Conley.
There she is. The lefty, a lot of power. Strong arm. Zoe Conley also with the strong arm. She pitched the game before this, got the victory. Now at the plate, slightly choked up from the right-handed side. And the pitch is a fastball taken outside, ball 1. Bridget Rainey can be very deliberate with their pitching style. They set up away. Here's a bunt, and it's bunted foul just behind home plate. Lane Simmons is very quick out of the crouch to get to some of those balls. She tried to field a bunt earlier, and that was in the first inning, and she got out there real quick. But the speed on the play allowed for a bunt single. That time she pounced on it there. And now a fastball over the outside, and it is strike 2. Conley thought about offering at it, but pulled back, a called strike nonetheless. The 1-2 pitch, and it was a changeup. Didn't miss too bad, but about 4 or 5 inches outside. Conley waits for the 2-2. Here it is. And it is swung on and drilled into right center field, and it'll get past everybody to the wall and one-hop the wall. But how about the play by the right fielder, Carly Kaler, to get to it and then turn around and fire back into second base, holding Zoe Conley to a single. There you see the jolt off the bat of Conley, and it got out there in a hurry. One-hop the wall. Misplayed, but then the arm, a little bit of an airmail, but enough to convince Zoe Conley that she shouldn't try to go for second base, and she'll settle for the single. Third hit of the game for the Lady Magic, and it brings Emily Ostrike to the plate. First pitch fastball at the knees for a strike. Lots of action so far in this game. We're just in the second inning, already 3-1. And there is an off-speed pitch that misses downstairs. Corner infielders playing a couple of steps in front of the bags. Middle infielders back. Here's a slow roller up the middle. Tagged to second base by the shortstop. Throw to first. Not in time. Megan Rude with a nice play to, in one motion, tag second base and then get the throw off to first. Kind of lost her footing in doing so. Then backed up, made the throw across. How about the splits by Taylor Kelly over there at first? Yikes. Couldn't hang on to the ball, and they might have had a double play there if she was able to hang on. And there will enter a courtesy runner in for Emily Ostrike, who is the pitcher. Jessica Nagosic in to run after the fielder's choice.
Pinch running number 24, Jessica Nagosic.
Nagosic at first with one away. Bailey Lewis, the catcher, ready, and she swings at the first pitch and hits a line drive down the right field line, just fair. And she will hold it first. Moving from first to third is Nagosic. And again, the Magic are in business. Runners at first and third with one out.
Now batting number 16, Jordan Fines.
That pitch really got inside on the hands of Bailey Lewis. Kind of fought it off, but pushed it down the right field line. Fair by inches over the top of Taylor Kelly's head. And that'll bring the top of the order back to home plate. Jordan Fines, who was the only strikeout victim so far for Bridget Rainey. I'm sure Rainey would take one of those right now. First pitch fastball and a high strike is called. About the highest strike we've seen in this game so far. More so above the belt than anything. Rainey peers in for the signs. Now comes to the plate. A bunt is shown, and it was an off-speed pitch. Kind of forced the bunt. Was Jordan Fines. Didn't really have to offer at that pitch. Runner from first base, Bailey Lewis, was on her way to second. But the bunt went foul. And now a quick 0-2 to Jordan Fines. 0-2 pitch, sails outside. There you see Jessica Nagosic at third, Bailey Lewis at first. And the pitch from Rainey, swing and a miss, struck her out. Second strikeout for Bridget Rainey, and the second time that she has got Jordan Fines to go down.
Now batting number 22, Melanie Bouquet.
And that's a big strikeout for Bridget Rainey in a spot where Jordan Fines could put the ball in play, and it might mean a run, and even if it was an out. Bridget Rainey comes up with the strikeout, and now she throws a strike to Mel Bouquet. Mel Bouquet in her first at-bat, and the bunt single in the first, and then ultimately scored the Magic's only run. Here she bunts again. This time she fouls it off of her shin, and it caroms down the third base line. Another idea there for Bouquet, and why not? She's got some blazing speed. But I think it came off of her left shin before she was out of the box and then went down the third base line. Another quick 0-2. Rainey to the plate, swing and a roller foul. So Bouquet stays alive. A 3-1 score here in the championship game. Now time will be called. We may get another courtesy runner here, it looks like, for the catcher. Bailey Lewis is on first, and they have Emily Ostrike and Bailey Lewis, pitcher and catcher, batting back-to-back 8 and 9 in the order, and they might get a courtesy runner, and they will, for Bailey Lewis, who will come off. It is Kaylee Barnes at first base now. So Nagosic at third, Barnes at first.
10, Kaylee Barnes running for the catcher.
And it is still an 0-2 count. And that was a pitch that Rainey could waste to see if Bouquet would chase. She wasn't buying it. Lefty on lefty. Bouquet again swings and spoils this one foul. Good battle here between Mel Bouquet and Bridget Rainey. Rainey has had Bouquet in a hole this entire at-bat. We're ready again. Swing and a miss. She got her. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the second inning. And Rainey goes back into the dugout with her team leading 3-1 going into the third inning. That's the way to watch a game right there. Out in center field in the grass, lawn chair. It is a 3-1 game in favor of the Atlanta Vipers as we head to the third inning. McHugh, Pack, and Carly are due up. And McHugh very quickly takes a couple of balls. She had the single in her first at bat, and it resulted in a run as it was misplayed in right field by Kaler. Or excuse me, Minity. And now a strike after 3 consecutive balls. And the next offering, that does get the strike call, even though McHugh, beg your pardon, Maddox, thought it was inside. So now the count full, and Maddox shoots this one foul. Maddox with a payoff pitch. Ostrike to the plate. And she chased a ball there, but was able to foul it away. Elevated that pitch, and Sierra Maddox liked what she saw, but couldn't get on top of that high one. And the payoff pitch again. Swung on and lifted high and foul out of play down the left field line. And Maddox swings and lifts this one to center field straight away for McHugh, who will haul it in just shy of the warning track. That one carried a lot further than it initially sounded.
Number 23, Taylor
but
Kelly.
Kristen McHugh, she didn't seem to fret at all or worry. Had it all the way. Sharing a laugh out there right now. And there is one gone. For Taylor Kelly, 0 for 1 in the game. Takes up and in. So far the Vipers with 3 runs on a total of 4 hits in the game. Now 2-0. Got to give credit to Emily Ostrike in that last batter. She fell behind to Maddox very quickly, persevered, and now she's done it again. Taylor Kelly with a 3-ball and no strike count. And she drills one to deep left field. This one is crushed and it is gone. She got green lit on the 3-0 pitch and got a pitch she liked and did not miss it. That's the second home run of the game for the Atlanta Vipers, and Taylor Kelly makes it a 4-1 game. And she was lying in the weeds for that pitch. Look at the extension on that swing, and she knew it right when she hit it.
Now batting number 9, Morgan Bell.
That's a big fly right there. So the second home run of the game extends the lead 4-1. Taylor Kelly with just absolute strength and power displayed. Morgan Bell stands in and takes high and outside for ball 1. You wouldn't think maybe that on a 3-0 pitch you'd get the green light this early in the game. Here's a ground ball sharply hit to the backhand side of the shortstop. Jordan Fines has it in the hole. Long throw to first, won't nearly be in time. Nice play from Jordan Fiennes to get to it and make a throw off, but Morgan Bell on base with an infield single. But if you have confidence in your cleanup hitter,
Now
Taylor
batting
Kelly,
number 10, Reagan
if
Morgan.
you're head coach Todd Jennings, give her the green light, see what she can do, and that was impressive on the green light, 3-0. Now Reagan Morgan, who is 1 for 1, and she slaps it to left field. That's a base hit. And she didn't waste any time jumping on the first pitch. That was a high and outside fastball. Runners at first and second. That is a hard pitch to get on top of and drive. Drop the
Now
bat head right on it.
Vipers number 16, Carly Kaler.
And with authority into left field. So first and second with 1 out, already 1 run in. And here is Carly Kaler, who hit the home run back in the second inning. This is her second at-bat, already driven in a pair of runs. And she had hit it out of the ballpark to center field. Ostrike throws and is way outside, glancing off of the glove of Lewis. Both runners will move up. On the wild pitch, second wild pitch of the game from Emily Ostrike. So Morgan to second and Bell down to third. Here it is to Kaler, and it is a ball. 2-1 now. There was a couple of times in the game before this where the Magic were faced with second and third and 1 out, second and third no outs, and they were able to not allow any runs scored. Partially because their defense came up big in many ways. And also the pitching was strong. Now a 3-1 on its way, and there is a called strike as it just did wrap around the inside portion of the plate. Certainly Emily Ostrike looking for the strikeout here. And a swing and a foul in the box at home plate. Got a piece of Carly Kaler hobbling around for a moment before she's ready to get back in. She doesn't waste much time outside the batter's box. Payoff pitch, swung on and hit into the air to right field. Moving back into her right is Minute, and she can't make the grab. It glances off of her glove and goes over the fence. And they're calling that a ground rule double, but I'm not sure that shouldn't be a home run. Let's see if we can get a look at this. It glanced off of Minute's glove, and it looked like it went over the fence. You see the umpire in frame right there immediately signaling for a ground rule double. Now, that must be her thinking that the ball glanced and then went through the portion of the fence that you see opening up. As she crashes into the fence, you see it kind of open up there. And that's what they're maybe calling, that it went through the fence rather than over the fence. The umpires are conferencing right now to try and decide whether to overturn to a home run or not, and they're going to call it a home run. So that's the play that you want the umpires to get right, and they conferenced about it and did ultimately call that it was off of Minute's glove and then over the fence. Here we see it again. And you can kind of see it glance off the glove and then go over the fence before, I think before she even made contact with the fence. Here you see the reaction. So we're going to have a pitching change. It's now at 7-1, the second home run of the game from Carly Kaler, and she now has 5 runs driven in this one. So we'll take a quick break and have the new pitcher when we come back. Welcome back to Sunnyvale. 7-1 the score. 4 runs across in the top of the third so far for the Atlanta Vipers. As the new pitcher on the mound is Haley Tardif. There you see her. And she throws to Lane Simmons down low. 7 runs overall, 4 in this inning, 2 home runs in the inning. And now a sharply hit ground ball foul. 1-1 the count. 2 home runs in this inning, 3 overall in the game, and 2 of them have come off the bat of the 7th place hitter, the right fielder Carly Kaler, who has 5 runs driven in already and is 2 for 2 with 2 big flies. 1-1 pitch, changeup, and a beauty on the outside. Brings it to 1-2. So a tough start for Ostrike, who has to be replaced. Here's a sharply hit ground ball right at the shortstop, Jordan Fines. Gobbles it up, throws to first, and it pulls off Carolyn Lee off the bag. And so Lane Simmons will be aboard.
Now batting number 29, Rachel Jarvis.
Right at Jordan Fines. The throw pulled Carolyn Lee off the bag. So it'll be an error on the shortstop. And it brings Rachel Jarvis to the plate. Looks like they're going to get a courtesy runner out for the catcher, Lane Simmons. Carolyn Cash is going to be the courtesy runner at first base now. You can understand the move from Rick Havey, the head coach of the Lady Magic, in a game that they must win. Now down by 6, he had to bring in the bullpen quickly. Fastball misses inside to Rachel Jarvis. Jarvis in the 9th spot in the order. 0 for 1, flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. Now the 1-0 pitch, a changeup that bounces on home plate. Nicely blocked there by Bailey Lewis. At this point, if you're Haley Tardif, damage control. Try and get out of the inning and get your offense back to work. Here's a called strike to Jarvis. Jarvis waits for the 2-1, and she swings and hammers it foul down the first base line. Again, chasing that high fastball. Tardif with a deep breath, looks in for the signs, and Rachel Jarvis calls for time. Looked like there was some miscommunication between Bailey Lewis, the catcher, and Tardif. Now they agree on what they want to throw. Another changeup, and reaching out for it, just tapping it foul in front of home plate was Jarvis. That really fooled her, got her out on her front foot. I think that's the best pitch that Haley Tardif has. It's a real good changeup. Here's the 2-2, and a drop ball swung on and missed, strike 3. Right when she needed a big out, Haley Tardif comes up with the strikeout. Second strikeout of the game, the first for her. Just dove right away from Rachel Jarvis. And now the top of the order once more. Lydia Witkowski. 2 gone in the inning, 4 runs across in this frame. And Witkowski is the 8th hitter of the inning. Another drop ball is take for a ball, and kind of a delayed steal more than anything. But Lane Simmons takes second base. I don't know if it was meant to be a delay, but it seemed like the catcher Bailey Lewis didn't really know that she was going until late, and then got a throw off, but it wasn't nearly in time. And now Rick Havey coming out to discuss something with Mark Maciel, the home plate umpire. Maciel asking for assistance from Greg Froelich. Not entirely sure what that was all about. I'm not even sure that Greg Froelich was sure what that was about. He kind of shrugs his shoulders there. We'll get back to action. Maybe they were thinking it was a check swing on that ball in the dirt. But the count now is 2-1. And the lefty this time checks her swing, and it's a called strike. 2-2 with Lane Simmons in second base. And down low. Brings the count full. Tardif to the plate. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. And throwing down to first base to complete the strikeout is Bailey Lewis. Back-to-back strikeouts from Haley Tardif to end the top of the third inning. However, 4 runs across on 4 hits and 1 error. And we move to the bottom of the third inning. 7-1 the score. Atlanta Vipers with the lead.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
A 7-1 score. The Atlanta Vipers with the lead here in the championship game of the 16 under ASA USA National Championship Tournament. Lady Magic with some work to do against starting pitcher Bridget Rainey for the Vipers. And the Magic will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up this inning. Kristen McHugh, Taylor Pack, and Riley Carlier.
Now
the Vipers have scored in every inning so far. 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third. The Magic scored their lone run in the first inning. 4 hits overall for the Magic. 8 hits for the Vipers. Left-handed center fielder Kristen McHugh ready. And here's the first pitch to her. Sails outside. McHugh 1 for 1. And she drove in that run back in the first inning. The way this game started, I really thought it was going to be a slugfest with both teams scoring in the first inning and doing it relatively easily and leaving runners on. Chance for crooked numbers from both teams in that first inning. McHugh ahead in the count 2-0. And there's a breaking ball swung on and missed. Bridget Rainey, even though it was a 2-ball, no-strike count, she wasn't scared to throw an off-speed pitch, and I don't think that McHugh was really sitting on an off-speed at that count. And now the 2-1, another drop ball down low. There you see the totals. Each team with an error, 7 hits for Atlanta. And here is the 3-1. Inside, almost got a piece of McHugh, but it is ball 4. And a leadoff hitter on.
Now batting number 21.
This game is being brought to you by the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Justin Allegri with you from the championship game here in Sunnyvale, California. 7-1. Vipers with the lead. Taylor Pack in the batter's box now. Powerful right-handed hitter. Skies one to shallow right field. Moving in is the right fielder Carly Kaler. And she makes the grab for a 1-pitch out. Back to first goes McHugh. And here is Riley Carlier.
Now batting number 19, Riley
3 strikeouts so far for Rainey. She's also issued 2 walks. Another powerful right-handed bat in the order. Fastball taken up for a ball. 1-0. Carlier, she flew out to right field in the first inning. 0 for 1. Open stance from the right side. Fastball swung on and chopped down the third baseline, foul. Kristen McHugh may have been on the move there, but at this point you just need more base runners, down by 6. Still early on in this game. Carlier waits, and Bridget Rainey shakes off the first sign, and then they couldn't agree on another one, so Carlier will step out, and now Lane Simmons will go to talk to her pitcher. Wind is blowing straight out from home plate, and it has been for most of this game. Carlier ready again. Stands back in. And the 1-1 is an off-speed pitch, and it just missed off the inside. It was a curveball there, and she took a little bit off of that pitch. Really got some solid break to it back toward the inside portion. Now the 2-1 is hit off the handle of the bat out to shallow left center field. Coming on is the left fielder Jarvis. She can't get to it. Moving to third base and in there safely with the slide is Kristen McHugh. Now runners on the corners with one out.
Number 9, Caitlin Minity.
Really got off the handle of the bat and just muscled it into shallow left center field. Nice job by Witkowski to backhand it and then get it in, but an even better read by Kristen McHugh. She read that ball down all the way and was able to get to third. Looks like we may have another courtesy runner here coming in, and it will be Carolyn Lee at first base. So she enters the game as the courtesy runner. More speed on the base paths for the Magic. And it is Caitlin Minity, the right fielder. Minity swings at the first pitch, sharply hit ground ball to the second baseman. Morgan tags the runner across, throws to first, double play, out of the inning. How about the play by Reagan Morgan, alertly making the tag and then the throw to first. A hard hit grounder. There's the tag, there's the throw to first, and that's a double play, and that's how this inning comes to an end. No runs across for the Lady Magic on a hit and a walk. We head to the 4th inning, 7-1, the lead for the Vipers. Welcome back to Sunnyvale, 7-1 the score. Atlanta with the lead over Sacramento here in the championship game from Twin Creeks Sports Complex. Beautiful day in the South Bay. Back to the hitting go the Atlanta Vipers. They have had 7 runs come across on 8 hits, 3 big flies. And they look to start it up again. Megan Rude will lead things off, the shortstop and the second place hitter. And the first offering to her is in the dirt for a ball. Rude 0 for 1 with a walk. And she reached as far as third base back in that first inning. Next pitch to her is swung on and chopped very slowly up the first base line. Misplayed by Carolyn Lee. And even if she fielded that one cleanly, I don't know if she would have had much of a play. Megan Rude can absolutely fly. Look at how quick she gets out of the box. The slap hit, and she is almost past Carolyn Lee by the time the ball got to her. So a runner at first. And a called strike to Sierra Maddox. I think they're going to go with an infield single on that, as she was going to beat it out. And now the next pitch line right back up the middle and off of the pitcher, Haley Tardif. I don't know where that got her. It looked like in the wrist. Not sure which wrist it was. She went to put the glove back down. Kind of protected herself from getting hit in the stomach. Let's see where it gets her. Ooh, right on the throwing arm. Looked like just above the wrist on the right arm. And just zero time for her to react. And that's one of the plays where it's just fortunate it wasn't up in the head area. And she's going to try and tough this one out. And if it was off of her throwing arm, this is going to be impressive if she can come back and start throwing again. She looks like she's doing all right now, but that came off of the forearm area right above the wrist. Yikes. So she gets an ovation from this crowd, and she just kind of shrugged it off like, oh well, nothing happened. Let's get back to work here. But you know that's got to be pretty painful. Such is the life of a pitcher, huh? Back to work now. And the first is swung on and fouled. Taylor Kelly, the hitter. And a soft pop-up hit toward the first baseman. Carolyn Lee makes the catch. And that is the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 23, Taylor Kelly.
So that, in fact, was Sierra Maddox, excuse me, who popped out. And you can still kind of notice that Tardif is checking her arm, looking at the seam marks probably. So Kelly takes the first pitch strike. Up in the batter's box, and Tardif throws, and her changeup is low. You can see her motioning there that she's got to complete that motion to get that pitch across the plate. That is a very effective pitch that she's been using. 1-1. Fastball way outside. Taylor Kelly, in her last at-bat, hit one. I don't think it has landed yet. It was a bomb out to left center field. And it was a solo shot that really started that 4-run rally for him. It cleared the bases, obviously, and reset the lineup and reset the base pass. But then Morgan Bell with a single, Reagan Morgan with a single, and then a big 3-run home run by Carly Kaler. That all happened last inning. Now a drop ball taken downstairs, ball 3. And a strike is called at the extreme part of the inside corner. Taylor Kelly may have thought that was a ball, and the count is full. Payoff pitch on its way, inside and low, ball 4. That's just the second walk issued by the pitching staff
Now
from the Lady Magic in this game.
9, Morgan Bell.
But a 2-out base runner for Morgan Bell. This is the part of the order that has been the scariest part of the order. And now a line drive again right back up the middle, and look out, Haley Tardif. A single, and it keeps the inning alive for the Vipers.
Now
Morgan
number 10,
Bell just
Reagan
drilled that one back up the
Morgan.
middle, and Haley Tardif, all she could do but is smile. There's no way she could have reacted to that one. Second comebacker in this inning. Unfortunately, that didn't get a piece of her. Here's Reagan Morgan, and another comebacker, this time gobbled up by Tardif, who will jog it over to first base and underhand to record the out. and end the inning. So no runs across for the Vipers in the top of the 4th inning. 7-1 is our score going into the bottom half of the 4th.
What? Can't find Ichabod. What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome back to Sunnyvale. 7-1 the score. Atlanta with 7 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Sacramento 1 run on 5 hits and an error. Haley Tardif with a great job so far coming out of the bullpen in relief, and hasn't allowed a run so far, only allowed a couple of hits. Has done a very nice job, but Bridget Rainey has really been the story so far, the pitcher for the Vipers. She's only allowed the 1 run on the 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks for her. Done very well. Lots of spectators in attendance. Such a fun tournament with teams coming from all over the country. And it's been a fun week. Lots of softball has been played here at this complex. It'll be Zoe Conley, Emily Ostrike. Well, she was in the pitcher's spot, so it may still be Tardif to hit for herself, I would imagine, and Bailey Lewis. So it is Conley, Tardif, and Lewis due up in the inning.
Now batting for the Lady Magic, number 14, Zoe Conley.
There have been a couple of changes here for the Vipers defensively, and that's what is causing this delay. The umpires are still going over the changes. I'll get them for you as soon as I find out. But here we go. Zoe Conley for her second at-bat. And she singled in her first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Fastball up and away, 1-0. There were a couple of changes still have yet to be announced here at the ballpark. Rainey throws, and another fastball up and outside. We're in the home half of the 4th inning. 7-1, Vipers lead. They are undefeated in this tournament so far. And now 3-0 to Conley. At this point, if you're the coaching staff of the Magic, you want your hitters to be patient, and that's exactly what Conley has been. She came up with an approach that looked like she was probably going to try and take a strike and work the count. Magic need base runners. 3-0 pitch, look out. They got a piece of Conley, and I think that got her in the face mask, and she's all smiles. And she jogs down to first. It sounded a lot worse than it was. A glancing blow off the face mask. Maybe off of the bill of the helmet. But a leadoff hitter is on for the Magic, and that'll bring out Todd Jennings, the head coach of the Atlanta Vipers, to talk with his infield and his pitcher. Conference is over now, as
now batting for the Lady Magic,
Haley Tardif will get her first at-bat. Tardif came in relief of Emily Ostrike. This is her first chance at the dish. And the first pitch, she swings and was right on it, fouling it straight back to the screen. Now the 0-1. Another swing and a foul. 0-2. Tardif. She's swinging anything she likes here. Not wasting any time. Outfield playing her straight away. Infield also straight away. The Vipers turned to double play earlier in this game. Now a ball that is swung on and fouled sharply down the third base line. Got an off-speed pitch up in the zone. Hammered it foul. That double play was one that ended the third inning for the Vipers, and it was a big play because the Lady Magic were threatening in that frame. Again, the 0-2 rolled off the hands foul. And Tardif hangs in there. Again, Conley back to first. These two teams already have played a game today. That was earlier this morning. And the Vipers took down the Magic 18-3 in that one. So you can bet that the Magic want some redemption out of that game. So far now they trail by 6. Tardif took a ball. And now the 1-ball and 2-strike pitch. And it is swung on and hit it deep into left field. Going back is the left fielder, Jarvis. She runs out of room. It's out of here. And Haley Tardif hits the 2-run big fly and gives a jolt of life back to the Lady Magic. It's now 7-3. Tardif wasn't in the starting lineup at the start of this game, but she's making a major impact with the 2-run homer and also doing it on the mound. So a 7-3 game, and that's the first home run
now batting number 2, Bailey Lewis,
from the Magic to straightaway left field. The wind is still blowing out in this park, and we've seen 4 home runs already in this game. That was more of a line drive than an arcing home run. First pitch fastball to Bailey Lewis is a strike. But that's exactly the swing of the bat that the Magic were looking for. They needed a little bit of an energy sent through their dugout. And that did just that. Quick 0-2 count now to Bailey Lewis, the catcher, who's 1 for 1, singled back in the second inning. Rainey shakes and can't agree. Now she has what she wants, comes to the plate. High fastball way up and out of the zone. And Lewis with an easy take. The 2-1 swing and a miss. She struck her out as it tipped off of the bat and into the glove of Lane Simmons for the first out of the inning. 4th strikeout for Bridget Rainey in 3 1/3 innings.
Now batting number 16, Jordan Fines.
Just blew it right past her on the outside. Back to the top of the order for the Magic. Jordan Fines shows bunt, but pulls away as she takes the ball. Jordan Fines has had a rough game so far. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging in the first and second inning. And the 1-0 drops underneath the knees. Ball 2. And this is an inning where Bridget Rainey has had some trouble and it's been visible. She's not been able to be around the strike zone. She's made a couple of mistakes. And now a swing and a foul back. The first batter of the inning, Zoe Conley, went to a 3-ball no-strike count, and then she was hit by a pitch. Made the mistake to Tardif, allowed the home run, then came back nicely and got the strike out of Bailey Lewis. but just doesn't seem as sharp as she had been in previous innings. 2-1, and there's a beautiful off-speed pitch. And Fine swung through it, way out in front. Strike 2. And the lefty waits again, swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the 3rd time in the game that Jordan Fines has gone down. And it is the 2nd out of the inning. How about the bounce back? She thought maybe the control and accuracy was starting to lack. She comes back and gets back-to-back strikeouts. And it brings up Mel Bakay, who, as soon as she gets out there, gets talked to by the third base coach. And now we're ready to go, it looks like. Do have one of those changes for you at the top of this inning. Kinsley Jennings is now the new player at first base, and she replaces Taylor Kelly as you see a ball taken outside. Bakay 1 for 2, singled in the first, struck out in the 2nd inning. Takes high and outside. And again, Rainey has fallen behind a hitter, 2-0. She's done that a lot recently, but has had the 2 strikeouts in this inning. There's a high, soaring fly ball out to right field. Straight away for Carly Kaler, and she makes the catch to end the inning. 2 runs across for the Lady Magic on the home run by Haley Tardif. Makes it a 7-3 game going into the 5th inning from Sunnyvale.
After 4 complete innings of play, the score goes to
7-3 the score in the championship game here from Twin Creeks Sports Complex in Sunnyvale.
Now batting
it
for
is
the
the
Vipers.
Vipers.
Number 2, Rachel Carlin.
Rachel Collin, her first at bat. And the second pitch to Collin is grounded slowly back to Tardif, the pitcher. Gobbles it up, throws to first, and a quick out here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 14, Lane Simmons.
So Lane Simmons comes back to the plate. Simmons 0 for 2, did reach base in the 3rd inning on an error by Jordan Fines, the shortstop. Changeup off the outside. So the other at-bat she had in the 2nd, she flew out to center field, 0 for 2. Did steal a base. And now the 1-0, very high and outside. 7 runs across for the Vipers with 3 home runs, and the rest of their hits have been singles. Another fastball this time, misses in tight. How about the effort from Tardif, though? She's really been good coming out of the bullpen in relief. And there's a fastball missing upstairs for ball 4. Not only has she done it pitching, but she's also provided some thump on the offensive side with the 2-run home run
now batting
in the last half inning.
Number 8, Carolyn Cash.
Carolyn Cash also getting her first chance at the plate. And it looks like there might be more changes here. They might be discussing where Cash is going to go into the lineup, or into the field rather. We're ready to go, it seems. Carolyn Cash getting her first plate appearance. And a fastball outside. Runner at first base is Lane Simmons. And another pitch thrown off the inner portion. So Haley Tardif has yet to throw a strike in this inning. 4-pitch walk to Lane Simmons, now 2-0 to Cash. In the dirt, ball 3, and now going to the backstop and moving up is Lane Simmons. Just barely got a piece of the glove of Bailey Lewis, the catcher, but got past her far enough to where Lane Simmons could advance a base. Three and 0. Cash takes a strike. Borderline pitch called by the home plate umpire, Mark Maciel. Three 1, outside and low, ball 4. Trouble brewing in the top of the 5th inning as the Vipers have runners at first and second with nobody out on consecutive walks, and here comes the top of their lineup.
Now for the Vipers, number 7, Lydia Witkowski.
Lydia Witkowski coming up. This game is being brought to you by the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. 7-3 is the score. The Vipers on top. Lydia Witkowski takes outside, and still not much control being displayed by Tardif in this inning. As this one is swung on and drilled foul down the right field line. Next pitch is a changeup, and chasing that one was Witkowski, and she wasn't pleased with herself that she did chase that pitch. And now a roller to second base on the backhand. Fielding it was the second baseman, McKay. Went to the bag and got the force play there, then tried the backdoor throw at third base, but couldn't get the runner there. And now a throw over to second base, and more confusion going on as it looked like getting a little greedy was Witkowski, and she thought she could get to second base, but
now batting number 44,
she was
Megan Root.
Very lucky she could get back. Let's see the replay. I don't know exactly what happened, but here's the throw to third, and alertly so. But then Witkowski thought she could get to second base and just kind of jogged her way down there, and then more confusion and a rundown, and ultimately she ended up being safe as now she swipes second base on a ball in the dirt. And so runners at second and third, and ball 2 thrown to Megan Rood. Two gone in the inning. Rood swings and drills one down the right field line, heading toward the corner, and it lands just foul by a few feet down that right field line. Really got into that pitch. Drove it down the right field line. Look at the first base coach just willing it fair, but lands foul. So a 2-ball and 1-strike pitch coming. In the dirt, smothered at home plate by Bailey Lewis, and she keeps it at her feet and holds the runners at bay. Sierra Maddox on deck would be next. Good pitch coming here with runners at second and third. 3-1, outside and high, ball 4. The third walk of the inning. And it loads the bases.
Now batting number 3, Sierra Maddox.
Loads the bases for Maddox, who is the third place hitter. And the first pitch to Maddox is a ball. Nowhere to put her, gotta go after her. Tardif has really been nibbling in this inning. Maddox in this game is 0 for 2, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning that helped produce that first run. Now a line drive back up the middle, through into center field, a base hit. 1 run is in. The trailing runner rounding third and heading for home. 2 runs will score, and moving up to second base is Sierra Maddox. And now it is a 9-3 ball game.
Now batting number 27, Kinsley Jennings.
Right back up the box with the single from Sierra Maddox. Lots of comebackers and lots of hits right up the middle from this Vipers team. Throw comes in and is cut off. 2 runs across. Scoring on that play were Lane Simmons and also Lydia Witkowski. 9-3 game. Check swing, fouled back from Taylor Kelly. The Vipers have only failed to score in 1 inning in this game, and that was in the 4th. 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third. 2 runs here in the 5th so far. Changeup swung on, and just getting a piece of it foul was Kelly. Three walks in the inning has really hurt Tardif. Second and third with 2 outs, and that just missed off the outside. Tardif wanted that pitch, but did not get the call. 2-2 on its way. And strike 3 called on the inside corner. A beautiful pitch thrown by Tardif to get out of the inning. But more damage has been done by the Atlanta Vipers team. 2 runs on 3 walks and 1 hit, and they extend that lead 9-3.
To be a good father is the most important job in a man's life, but it doesn't have to be hard. Play catch, go to a park or visit a zoo. Help your child with their homework. Sit down together for dinner. Ask them how their day was. Things get busy, and sometimes we all fall short. But the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
A 9-3 game. The Vipers have the lead here in the championship game. And back to work is Bridget Rainey. Rainey with a total of 5 strikeouts so far. She will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Kristen McHugh, Taylor Pack, and Riley Carlier are the due-ups in this inning. 9 runs on 11 hits. 3 home runs for the Vipers. 3 runs, 6 hits,
Now batting Lady Magic,
a home run
12,
for the Lady Magic.
Kristen McHugh.
Kristen McHugh, the center fielder, and the left-handed hitting 3rd place hitter, comes to the plate for the 3rd time in this game. She's 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI. First pitch is a strike. Rainey wasting no time, throws again, and this one just leaks over the outside portion, and it is called the ball. 1-1. The Magic are running out of outs here. They have to get something going offensively. Here's a half swing and a miss by McHugh. 1-2. Bridget Rainey has just been very, very good. And the few mistakes that she has made, to give the Magic credit, they've jumped right on her. There's a very close pitch taken for ball 2. But there haven't been too many mistakes issued by Rainey. Here she throws again, and an off-speed pitch drops down below the zone. the Magic have had a leadoff hitter on in every inning except for the first. In the first inning, they scored a run. Here, another leadoff hitter on. So 4 out of the first 5 innings of this game, the Magic have got the leadoff hitter on base.
Now batting number 21.
3 of those times has been by a walk or a hit by pitch. Third walk issued from Rainey. And the third time that Kristen McHugh has been on base. Here's Taylor Pack now, the third baseman, and she takes a very wide strike called. Taylor Pack 0 for 1. Flew out to right field and also walked in the first inning. Change up, hit back up the middle, glancing off of the glove of the pitcher. Over to the shortstop, Megan Rude. What a play by her, tagging the bag at second and throwing to first for the double play. Bridget Rainey just got a piece of that ball and slowed it down and also deflected it. It's almost like an assist there for the double play. And Megan Rude just caught it in stride.
Now batting number 19, Riley Carlisle.
Just enough to slow it down and deflect it to her shortstop. And how often do you see that type of double play? It'll go down as a 1-6-3 double play. But 2 outs and now a fly ball out to right field, and coming in is the right fielder and putting it away for out number 3. So a quick inning, even though the leadoff hitter got on. No runs across on no hits in that frame. We go to the 6th inning, 9-3, Lady Vipers with the lead. Morgan Bell stands in for the Vipers, and she takes ball 1. A 9-3 lead in the championship game. Vipers on top. Morgan Bell 2 for 3. Slowly hit ground ball, charging into the shortstop. Jordan Fines throws on to first, and there is 1 gone in the top of the 6th inning. Just a reminder, this game is being brought to you by the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Sutter Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today. Justin Allegri with you here this afternoon from Sunnyvale, California. 1 gone in the inning, and squaring around and shortening up to bunt was Reagan Morgan, but pulled back and took a ball. Morgan 2 for 2 in the game with 2 runs scored. Can't get much better than that. Good production out of the 6th spot of the order. And she takes inside again. Left-handed hitter. Morgan on the 2-0, and Tardif throws a strike. Again, she shortened up to bunt. She's kind of been toying with the third baseman, Taylor Pack, trying to draw her in and draw her in. And Pack isn't buying it. She's not going after that. And here is a pitch down low. Very close call again, though. Morgan with a 3-1 count. Slightly choked up. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled off of her front foot. Reagan Morgan walking this one off. It's always one of the toughest things any softball player or baseball player, I think in any sport really, is to foul one off of your leg and then still have to complete your at-bat. A lot of times when you see players get injured in other sports, they can just hop off or take some time on the bench, but you have to jump back in there, try and forget about the pain in your leg. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it is swung on and slowly rolled to the second baseman, Bakay. On to first, 2 gone. Back-to-back groundouts.
Now batting number 2, Rachel Carlin.
And now Rachel Carlin comes back to hit. Kind of an interesting move, but Carly Kaler, who had 2 home runs in her first 2 at-bats in this game, was replaced by Rachel Carlin. And that was back in the 5th inning, and Carlin is 0 for 1, grounded back to the pitcher her last time up. Takes a quick strike, and now it's 1-1. But the starting right fielder, Carly Kaler, was 2 for 2 with 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Talk about productivity, and one of those home runs was a real odd-looking play that the right fielder, Kaylin Minity, had to go back on. It glanced off of her glove and over the fence, and umpires originally called it a ground rule double, had to come back and get the proper call. Another comebacker off the bat of Carlin, and Tardif handles it, throws to first, and that will complete the inning. A very nice inning for Haley Tardif and the Lady Magic. 1, 2, 3, they set down the side in order. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 9-3 in favor of the Atlanta Vipers here in the championship game.
Welcome to the Day Worker Center of Mountain View, founded in 1996. Here we connect employers with workers. We take pride in our excellent service and reliable workers, and it shows. Call or drop in anytime from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. Just tell us the job and we'll find you a worker. Workers can help you move, do yard work, clean, and more. We choose a worker that has the right skills for the task. Then, we discuss a few job requirements and payment. Less than 5 minutes later, you and the worker are on your way. Easy, secure, reliable. The Day Worker Center of Mountain View. Reliable workers, ready to serve.
A 9-3 score this afternoon in the championship game. 9 runs on 11 hits for Atlanta. 3 runs on 6 hits for Sacramento. And they will hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Minity, Conley, and then Tardif.
Now batting the Lady Magic, number 9.
That is the 6,
Minity.
7, and 8 hitters in the order. Minity, the right fielder, 0 for 2 in the game so far. She lined out in the first inning to Taylor Kelly at first, and then hit into a double play in the 3rd. And that was an inning-ending double play. Minity takes a ball off the inside. The Atlanta Vipers have turned 2 double plays in this game. Swing and a miss. Good rip there, though, by Minity. Lots of speed from Minity. Infield kind of playing her shallow, especially the second baseman, Reagan Morgan. And now another swing and a tapper foul at home plate. Bridget Rainey. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks through 5 innings of work so far. And this one gets away from her and is very high, pulling Lane Simmons out of her crouch to grab it. Minity, the 2-2 pitch, swung on and reached for and hit foul off the first base line. That is just protect mode right there from Kaylin Minity. She knew that pitch was going to be close and knew she had to offer at it, but really couldn't do all that much with the pitch at that location except for foul it away. Lives to see another one, though. 2-2 again in the dirt. Ball 3. A nice at bat here from Kaylin Minity to work the count full. Minity, the payoff pitch to her. Down low, ball 4. And again, the leadoff hitter on. Now for the 5th time in 6 innings for the Lady Magic in this game. They haven't had a hard time getting that leadoff hitter on. It's been getting them around.
14, Zoe Conley.
It seems like Bridget Rainey just works better when she sees Magic players on the base paths. Here's a strike. Zoe Conley, the left fielder. She is 1 for 1. She was also hit by a pitch to lead off the 4th inning. And that hit off of her face mask. Ball in the dirt, and backhanding it beautifully was Lane Simmons. And there was a thought there from Minity to try and take second base, but Simmons came up and she was ready to throw. So Minity held her ground. And now a 1-1 pitch to Conley. Conley check swing, blooper down the right field line. That'll fall in there, base hit. Grabbed by the second baseman Morgan, and she spun back around and was ready to throw back to the infield. So Minity stays at second base, but a check swing single puts runners at first and second.
Now batting number 4, Haley Tardif.
Sometimes it doesn't take much to get the single, just placement. I'm sure Conley will take it. I'm sure the Magic will take it with a couple base runners on for Haley Tardif, who has already gone deep in this game. It was her only at-bat that she hit the home run out to left field. And a fastball taken for a strike. Runner at second and Minity, runner at first, Conley. 9-3 game. And here one is swung on and hit out to straightaway center field. Witkowski coming in a few steps and to her left makes the catch for out number 1. Solid contact. Can't be upset with yourself if you're Haley Tardif. That was well hit, just right at somebody.
2, Bailey Lewis.
So here comes Bailey Lewis, who is 1 for 2. That's just the way this game has been going for the Magic. Every time they get a couple of base runners on, it seems like the defense of the Vipers bails them out, or a player hits something hard but right at somebody. Bailey Lewis watches ball 1. And there is an inside corner strike. Lewis with a single back in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th. Lewis, calm stance in the batter's box. Now swings at a low pitch, chops it to the shortstop, Rude. Rude tags second for 1, on to first, 2, a double play. And that is the 3rd double play turned by the Atlanta Vipers in this game. How about the defense? Time and time again coming up big. And again, it is Megan Rude, the shortstop, converting for the Vipers. It's 9-3 going into the 7th inning. Vipers with the lead. 9-3 game, and the Vipers with the lead. They'll hit in the 7th inning. Hard day's work for the camera crew here today, enjoying some softball in the sun. And the hitter is Lane Simmons, the catcher. Takes a couple of balls, and it is 2-0 to her. And now a strike. Lane Simmons, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And she, along with the 9th spot in the order, have been the only people that haven't had a hit in this game. Although every spot in the order has reached base. Strike 2 called. I say spot in the order because there have been a couple of substitutions and multiple players in their respective spots. Now a line drive stabbed down the 3rd base line by Taylor Pack, high to her backhand side for out number 1. And
Now
Lane Simmons will have to settle for not getting a hit in this game, it looks like. Hit this one hard, but look at the extension and the grab down the 3rd base line by Taylor Pack. Great reaction there by the Magic 3rd baseman. So 1 gone in the top of the 7th inning. Here is Carolyn Cash, who has just had 1 plate appearance thus far in the game, and it resulted in a walk. 1 out, bases empty. Cash takes inside. Vipers need to get 3 more outs and they'll get themselves a championship here. Magic just want to get back into the dugout and see if they can get the offense started. There's ball 4, issued to Carolyn Cash. Overall, that's the 6th walk today for the Vipers.
Number 7, Lydia
And
Witkowski.
5 of those 6 have been issued by Haley Tardif, even though she's just allowed 2 runs so far. Here's a ball that is hit slowly through the hole into right field. A seeing eye single off the bat of Lydia Witkowski. And Witkowski with her 3rd hit of the game. Didn't sound like much, but she kept the hands close through the knob of the bat, or the bat at the ball.
Now batting number 44,
And
Megan
just
Root.
forced it through the hole on the right side. 2 base runners on for Megan Rude. Witkowski is now 3 for 5 on the day with a couple of runs scored. Here's Megan Rude, who is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Took the first pitch strike, and now she swings and rolls it to second base. On to second for 1, no relay throw, as Bakay fed it to Fines, and Fines no time to try and make the relay for a double play. They do get the force
Now
out
batting number 3, Sierra
on
Maddox.
Witkowski at second. These kind of balls here, Megan Rude with great speed, and if that ball is hit away from the bag, there's really not too much time for the middle infielders to try and make a double play turn. Sometimes you'll see the shortstop do a pump fake and try and catch the runner at third off guard with an aggressive round, but nothing was going on there. So first and third with 2 outs, and the first pitch is a delayed steal off the ball. Megan Rude trying to draw a throw, I think, there to allow Carolyn Cash at third to try and score, but Megan Rude very delayed with the steal. Made it down to second base. And now a changeup misses high. Two and 0, and Sierra Maddox takes a called strike very outside with that pitch. Maddox just 1 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt. Her single came in the 5th inning in her last at bat. Now she works the count to 3-1. Taylor Kelly on deck, the cleanup hitter. And there is ball 4 off the inside. Another walk, and that one loads the bases.
Kinsley Jennings.
Kinsley Jennings is actually going to be the hitter. And Jennings stands in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch, a high strike. Jennings can really do some damage in this at-bat and pad that lead. She was able to get a hit. Next pitch is outside from Tardif, took a little bit off, did not get the call. 1-1 now. Look out inside, and jumping out of the way was Kelly. Kind of had to move back her shoulders. Nowhere to put her. Tardif has to throw strikes. Here's the 2-1, and it is a strike swung on and hit out to right field. Minity, straightaway right field, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So a couple of walks, a single, but nothing across for the Vipers in the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 9-3 the score. The Magic are going to need some when we come back to Sunnyvale. 9-3 the score. The Vipers with the lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Lady Magic are going to need 6 runs to try and send this into extra innings, and they need 7 to force a game 2 in this series. And they're going to have the top of the order to start things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Bridget Rainey facing Jordan Fines. And Fines has had a rough day so far. She's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, all of them swinging. Just hasn't been able to pick up Rainey very well, and the first pitch from Rainey is way outside to the backstop.
Number 16, Jordan Fines.
Jordan Fines, and then Mel Bakay, followed by Kristen McHugh, due up. And it seems like almost every inning, the Magic get that leadoff runner on. 6 out of the 7 innings, they've had the leadoff runner on.
Magic number 22, Melanie Bakay.
And it seems like it's almost every time a walk. It was a leadoff walk in the 3rd, a leadoff walk in the 5th, leadoff in the 6th, and now here in the 7th. And in the 4th, it was a hit by pitch to lead off. So free bases have been given by Bridget Rainey to start off almost every inning. Here's a pitch down low to Mel Bakay. She showed bunt again. Bakay swings and gets a good piece of it, but fouls it back. Very good looking hack from Mel Bakay, the left-handed hitting second baseman. Bakay is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Now the 1-1. Off the outside for ball 2. Jordan Fines at first. Speed on the bases. And now a bunt is laid down right out in front of home plate. Pouncing on it is Simmons. She throws it down the right field line off of the glove of the second baseman Morgan covering. So the bunt and the error gets 2 runners into scoring position. It'll be an error on Lane Simmons.
Now batting number 12, Kristen McHugh.
And now a visit to the mound. Here you see the bunt laid down out in front of home plate. It just died right in front of the plate. Simmons got there in time, and the throw a bit high, and it forced the second baseman Reagan Morgan to, 1, come off the bag, and 2, she couldn't quite jump and get to it. That bunt just really died out in front of home plate. You can see the spin on it still when Lane Simmons picked it up. So the visit to the mound is over now. Bridget Rainey still in there with runners at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. The hitter is Kristen McHugh. 3rd consecutive lefty in the lineup. McHugh waits for the first pitch and slowly rolls it to 3rd. Nice play by Morgan Bell to grab it and then look the runner back to hold her there. Throw on to first to get the first out.
Now
1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. Vipers with the 6-run lead, trying to close it out for the national championship. Taylor Pack takes high. Taylor Pack 0 for 2. Hit into a double play in the 5th inning. Flew out to right field in the 3rd. And had a walk in the 1st inning. And now she takes a strike. 1-1. Right now, if you're the defense, really don't have to worry about those base runners, just worrying about getting the outs. get a sure out anywhere you can. Pack takes ball 2. And Lady Magic just need base runners. They need at some point to try and get a tying run to the plate. And there is a curveball for a strike. 2-2. Bridget Rainey trying to bear down here. And now Taylor Pack will talk to the third base coach with a 2-2 count. On deck, Riley Carlier. This is the part of the order, really, if you're the Lady Magic, that you would want up in a situation like this to get some base runners on, try and produce a couple of more runs. The heart of the order. Taylor Pack, the cleanup hitter. Ready to go again as Pack back in the box. Rainey throws and Pack takes down low for a ball, and the check swing on appeal. She did not go around, and Bridget Rainey thought she had her. That was a good pitch right there, just dropped off the table with late movement, and an even better take from Pack. Now full count. Rainey shakes off the first sign, comes to the plate. Payoff pitch is swung on and chopped to second base. Grabbing it is Morgan, throws on to first, out number 2. A run does come in. Jordan Fines scores, and it is now a 9-4 game. Moving to third on the play is Mel Bakay.
Riley Carlisle.
Riley Carlier, the designated player. Has to extend the game for the Magic if they want to stay alive. She'll take a strike. Atlanta Vipers, you can sense the intensity. The smiles on the faces are popping up. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. And now the Magic down to their final strike. Nothing but business now for Rainey. 0-2 pitch with 2 outs on its way. It's very high. Overthrew that pitch. Up and out of the zone. Carlier, 1 for 3. The 1-2, swung on and fouled. Look out toward the dugout. Down the third baseline, you see the reaction there. Scared everyone down that line. And more smiles and laughter after that. Carlier with tremendous power. 1-2. Swung on and grounded through the hole into left field, a base hit, and Carlier extends the game. An RBI single. Mel Bakay comes in to score, and it is now a 9-5 game.
Now batting for the
Hung with the
Magic,
changeup,
9,
reached out for it, and just poked it into left field. And if the Magic get a couple more base runners on, that's when they can get the tying run to the plate. Kaylin Minity takes a strike. And if they were to get a couple of more base runners on, it would come down to Haley Tardif to be the first player up with the tying run at the plate. Who had already hit a home run in this game. There's ball 1 down low. Kaylin Minity, 0 for 2 with a walk. Hit the ball pretty hard though. And the 2 at-bats that resulted in outs. Fastball, low and outside, ball 2. 9-5. The Magic are not going down quietly. 2 runs here in the 7th. The 2-1 pitch, inside corner, strike 2 called. And again, the Magic down to their final strike. Two-two, swung on, and very late emergency swing. Fouled down the first base line. She pretty much took that out of the glove of Lane Simmons. And again, the 2-2. Outside and low, and to the backstop. Moving up on the play is Carlier. And now a full count. How about the quality of the at-bats from the Magic in this inning? They're really making Bridget Rainey work for her final out. They've been down to their last strike multiple times. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. Swung on and set. Strike 3 on the oddest pitch you will ever see to end a softball game. A strike 3 called that hit the batter, but it is a national championship for the Atlanta Vipers, who didn't know it for a couple of moments, but then were declared national champions. The look on Bridget Rainey's face when that 3rd strike was called after a couple of moments was absolutely priceless. 9-5 the final score. What an odd way to end a ball game, but congratulations to the Atlanta Vipers as they are the champions. Wasn't sure if she actually fouled that ball or not, but it hit off of her hip and it was strike 3, and look at the expression. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we win. Priceless. So that's how this game comes to an end. The Vipers get the championship. We're going to take a break and have the final totals from Sunnyvale when we come back. 9-5, the final score. Welcome back to Sunnyvale, where the Atlanta Vipers have the national championship. They're still celebrating out on the mound there. 9-5, the final score. And going over the final totals, Atlanta 9 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors. Sacramento 5 runs on 10 hits and an error. And it was really the big fly that was the difference maker in this game, and it was a player very early on that made a huge impact. Carly Kaler with 2 home runs, 5 driven in this game, and that was a big difference maker as the Atlanta team belted 3 home runs in this game. A couple of odd plays happened also in this one, and none more so than the last play of the game where Bridget Rainey got the final strikeout that hit the batter to end the game. But it is a final and a national championship for the Atlanta Vipers. Winning pitcher is Bridget Rainey. The losing pitcher was the starter, Emily Ostrike, and she takes the loss here in this final game. But congratulations to both teams and all the teams that participated in this tournament. It was certainly a lot of fun as they are still celebrating back on the mound. That'll wrap up our coverage from Sunnyvale. I'd like to thank our producer and director, Bobby Chastain, also our cameramen, Tim Erskine, Lisa Tesler, and Wes Rappaport, also with Renee Mendoza. Also a special thanks to ASA Softball and to the Twin Creeks Sports Complex. Once again, my name is Justin Allegri. I'd like to thank you for watching this game, and it was quite a good one from Twin Creeks. The final score in this one, the Atlanta Vipers 9, the Lady Magic 5, and the Vipers get the national championship. So long from Sunnyvale.